Williams has it complete. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt. And look at this, it's a fake. Off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. At the 11-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. At their own 38-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Well, that's complete to Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. On 2nd and 9, Jackson flush to his right. And Sanders has got it complete. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. On 3rd down, Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Ray Guy now on to punt it away. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down. It's Sanders, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Jackson Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Cut. Tight dog. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's do this.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, 5, and touchdown! Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped. Just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's able to get it out of there. Returnable for Grant. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A first down carry for Barkley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Here's the sneak with Wilson.
When a quarterback sneak is run well, many at home wonder, what's so tough about that? Just take the snap and move forward. But it really pays to be shifty like a Russell Wilson, because you have to know where the hole is and get there quickly.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
You got block me. You got block me. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
I'll go special. I'll go special. Go. Check it out, Bree. Check it out.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 31.
The toss out to Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Jackson now, buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Touchdown, Raiders! And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Ray Guy now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Now a desperate. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
At the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. On 2nd down, Barkley 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now it's Breida. They find some open field here. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.